The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Maxwell Longman, certified English series, read by Pianut Nontesa.
Chapter 26 Lost in the Cave. Now to return to the share of Tom and Bucky in the picnic. They danced along the passage with the rest of the children, visiting the familiar wonders of the cave, such as Aladdin's Palace and the Central House. When the game of hide and seek began, Tom and Bucky played until they lost interest in it. Then they wandered down winding passages, holding their candle up and reading the notebook of names, dates, and address done in candle smoke on the rocky walls. They went on and on, smoke their own names under and over hanging shelves and process. Presently they come to a place where a little stream of water has throughout the centuries formed a famous waterfalls in sparkling stone. Tom placed his small body behind it to light it up for Bucky and found that it is a sort of steep, natural stairway across between narrow walls. As one the ambition to be a discover beside him, they made a smoke mask for future kill ones and was this way and that far down into the depth of the cave. In one place they found a wide hole from the roof of which has a great number of shining lights piled of stone. After wandering and admiring their left is by one of the numerous passages that opened into it. This soon brought them to a lovely springs, the basins of which seemed to be discordant with sparkling diamond is what in midst of the cave, where great columns rose from the floor to meet those from the roof. Some had already joined the children movers as this result of the causeless water drip of centuries under the roof. Beasts had packed themselves together, thousand in a bush, and they come floating down in thunder, dashing furiously at the candle. Tom seized Bucky's head and hurried her into the first passage. They made the last got rid of the trouble from creature. Then Tom found an underground lake which stretched away until its shaft was lost in the shadow. He went to explore it further, but decided that it would be best to sit down and rest for a time. Now for the first time the children, the stillness of the place, laid its dumb and cool hand upon the minds of the children. I wonder how long we've been now there, Tom, says Bucky. We better go back. Yes, I think we better. Can you find the way, Tom? Is all mixed up to me. I think I can find it, but the beast. If they push out boats or calendar, we be in awful difficulty. Let's try some other. They the start of a monk passer looking at each new opening to see if there was anything familiar about it, but they were all strange. "Oh, Tom, never mind the best," said Bucky at last. Let's go back. Yes, yeah, we seem to get worse and worse all the time." Tom stopped. "Listen," said he. The silence was so deep that even they all breathed in cymbals. Tom shook. The shouts went echoing down the empty events and then out in the distance in a faint sound and was just like mocking laughter. "Oh, don't do it again, Tom. It's too hurry," said Bucky. "It is hurry, but I better, Bucky, there might here as you know," and he shouted again. The mice was even a greater horror than the ghastly honor. Eve confessed that Hope was dying. They listened, but there was no response. Tom turned back, but soon certain indecision in his manner revealed another fearful face to Bucky who could not face his mimic. "Oh, Tom, you didn't make any marks." "Bucky, I was full. No, I can't find the way it's all mixed up." Tom, we lost. We can never get out of this awful place. "Oh, why did we leave the other?"
She sang to the around that burns into such a dreadful storm of tears that Tom fears that she might go mad when her weeping became a little less violent. He begged her not to give up hope. Then he began to against himself. She told him not to talk like that again, for she was as much to blame as he was, she said. So they moved on aimlessly, for all they could do was to keep moving. After a time, Tom took Bucky candle and blew it out westward. Not need she know that Tom has a whole candle and 3 or 4 pieces in his pocket. Yes, he must use as little as possible. Then the children began to feel worried, but they tried to pay no attention. Moving was as less progress and might have a good result, but to sit now was to invest certain debt. At last, Bucky with limb refused to carry her any farther. They sat down. They took up home of the friends there, and above all of the sunlight was nest with so heavily on Bucky that she fell asleep, and Tom was grateful he sat lost in thought of happy times. When Bucky woke up, she gave a gay little laugh, but she stopped instantly and a growl followed. "Oh, how could I sleep? I wish I had never worked." No, Tom, I don't look so. I won't say that again." They rose and wandered along, past its hand and helpless. A long time after this, Tom said that they must go quickly and listen for dripping water, because they must find a spring for dripping water, because they must find a spring. They found water, and Tom said that they must reach again. Both were greatly tired. Yes, Bucky thought that she could so go on a little faster. She was surprised to hear Tom whistling. Nothing was said for some time. That's Bucky broke the silence. Tom, I am so hungry. Tom took a biscuit from his pocket and divided it. And Bucky ate with good appetite. Tom pretended to eat with share. There was an abundance of good water with shooting the food soon Bucky suggested that they should move on again. Tom was silent and then he said, Bucky, we must stay here where there's water to drink. This little place of candle is all lost. Bucky cried again as long she said, Tom, well, Bucky, they miss us and search for us. Perhaps they are searching for us now. Why, of course they are. When would they miss us, Tom? When they got back to the boat. I support Tom. It might have been dark then. Would they notice that we had come? I don't know. Anyway, your mother would miss you as soon as they all got home. I frightened looked in Bucky's face made Tom remember she was not to have gone home that night. The Sunday morning might be half spent before Mrs. Tisher discovered that Bucky was not as Mrs. Harper. In a moment, a new burst of grief from Bucky showed Tom that the thoughts in this mind had struck her also. The children fastened their eyes upon the bit of candle and watched it melt slowly and persistently away. They saw the little flame rise and fell and fall, and then suddenly the horror of utter darkness enveloped them. How long afterwards it was that Bucky was to find herself crying in some arm. Near Gusto, Tom said that it might be Sunday or perhaps Monday. The hour crossed by, and again the captive fell fast with hunger. Tom saw up the cave was divided and eaten, but it seemed to leave them hungry. Then before presently Tom said, Didn't you hear that, boss? Held their breath and listened. There was a sound like the faintest form of sound incessant. Tom assured it again. The sound was heard and appeared a little nearer. They're coming, come along, Bucky. We're all right now. The joy of the prisoner was almost unbearable. Their speed was slow, however, because peace were rather common and had to be gotten again. They soon come to one. Tom lay flat and reached down, but he could not touch the bottom. It might be their feet deep, it might be a hinder. They must stay until the searcher come. They listened, their stand sounding were growing more distant a moment or shouting were growing more distant a moment or two more, and they had gone, although the heart-breaking mystery of its Tom shouts until this truth is, but it was of no use. He talked hopefully to Bucky that a long time passed and no sound came. The children felt they were back to the spring. The time lesson of their slept again and awoke hungry and miserable. Now Tom has an idea. It would be better to explore some of the side passages than to remain idle. To took his his string from his pocket, tied one end to a big stone, and started with Bucky unwinding the lights as they crawled along. At the end of 20 steps, the passage ends in a pace. Tom fell below and then as far as at the corner as he could. As at that moment, a hand holding a candle appeared from behind a rock. Tom gave a glass sound and instantly that hand was followed by the body. I belong to the skin, so Tom was turned a stone to this refill a Spanish phrase Tom told Bucky. Then he had only sought for luck, and they crept back to the springs. But Hunter and Missy, after a time, made one forget one fear, another worrisome wait, and another long sleep. Both chased the children awoke with thunder. Tom believed that it must be Wednesday or Thursday, or even Friday the Saturday now. He proposed to explore another passage. He felt willing to risk skin so and all the children, but Bucky was so weak that she could not be rushed. She said that she could wait now where she was and die. It would not be long. She told Tom to explore if he chose, but she begged him to come back from time to time and speak to her. She made him promise that when her last hour came, he would stay by her and hold her hand until all was over. With a lump in this truth, Tom pretended to be confident, feeding the searcher all a way out of the cave, and with the night strings in his hand when crawling down one of the passages. With Hunter and Sora and vision of their coming face.